Hey everyone, Wanderbot here, and welcome to Undecember. As far as I can tell, it's an online-only hack-and-slash action RPG, much like Diablo or Last Epoch, or maybe Path of Exile, I'm not entirely sure. It's gonna just toss us into a cutscene, so we'll see how this goes. Unless, of course, it skips the cutscene because I accidentally launched it earlier. We'll see. Contacting billing server. Uh-oh.
On the day I decided to walk the path of the Zodiac, a lone prophecy was made. Mortal, on the day you discover all of the constellations in the heavens, you will bring ruin to all of your accomplishments with your own hands. The truth remained veiled as countless years passed by, which is why I had believed I was already liberated from the fate I was burdened with. This noise, is it serpents calling upon the dead? I must make haste.
Holy shit, we look really cool! And have an axe. I thought I would be like a dagger boy or something. Well, okay. I'm actually getting, oh, what was it? Okay, it's right click to attack, left click to move. Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Oh, what is the game? Lost Ark? I'm getting some heavy Lost Ark vibes from this. I bet we're gonna get defeated and I'm gonna lose all of my stuff. Okay, that's attack. That's a good smash. Anyway, I think spinning to win is probably my best immediate option here. I seem to be able to spin endlessly. There we go. Well, alright. Oh yeah, Selvis, level 100. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna lose all this power. Unless the game has a start here, which would be nothing short of wild. Oh, I have a bow now. Okay, so yeah, this is to introduce us into all the various weapons and ability. Oh my god, the weapons are wild. All the weapons and abilities that we're probably gonna have towards the end of the game. But then they're going to take it away from us pretty quickly. No joke though, this is freaking sick. Okay. We've tried these. Oh, we have a dodge roll. Honestly, the right-click attack is actually just about as good, if not better than most. I like the swords, I think, a little bit better. The bow is fun, but the swords have that spin-to-win move, which, you know, just cannot be beat. Okay, they are actually wailing on me. Die. Thank you. Probably should have actually used a different move, but whatever. Where are we going? Oh, through the hut. Mage staff. Okay, so we got those. Ooh. Okay. Oh, we've got a blink. And then we've got kind of a frost orb. Oh, that is a classic frost orb right there. I'm not actually sure which I like best. Frost Orb's pretty good. The lightning is convenient. Because I don't have to think too hard with it. Mostly. Which of these does the most amount of damage? Oh, that does. If I'm shooting for a specific target, absolutely that attack. I know you're supposed to be able to combine and modify skills in this one, which sounds like it'll be pretty cool, but I don't think we get the option to do that yet. Gross. Why would you take your helmet off? You looked better with it on. Put your helmet back on, pretty boy. Wow, those are some mighty traffic cones. 10 years later. Oh, now we get to make our character. Alright. Maybe? Yes. Gender, male. Female. Dang. These are some differences. I mean, it's fine. It's just... Boy, where are her pants? Why does she have weird bandage leggings? Like... and like, I mean, they're showing off a little bit of the peck going on in there. They actually have almost equal opportunity cleavage. I guess she's got a little bit more. But like, where are her pants? I always got to question that. Like, I don't generally... Oh my god, we can play as dad. Hell yeah. Grizzled man or just dad? Oh, heck yeah, we're gonna be dad. We're going to be gruff, tan dad. Where's like a good tan? There we go. This is a dad that gets out. This is a dad that does things. Let's see. Does he have hair, though? Yeah, ooh. Digging that. Now, because he's dad, I'm thinking, like, kind of distinguished gray. Ooh. No, that might be a little blue. Like a good steel gray. We're kind of a hot dad, all things considered. Now, other hairdos. Like, I mean, no. I mean, like, that's kind of classic dad. But this is, like, adventure dad. Perfect. Okay, what is our name? Actually, Dadventure, perfect. Please let me keep this name. I am unstoppable. What the hell? Oh, I see. I thought it was a two-headed beast. Are we on this thing's back? Holy shit. Oh, wait. Is it a boarding action from one of these weird beasts to the next? Shit.
Those blasted dimps! What could they possibly gain from raiding a sandwalker? They even prepared a ballista. Oh, this is bad. Incoming! Take cover! My dear guest, I'm sorry, but it looks like this is the end of our Sandwalker joyride. Everyone must survive on their own from this point on.
Okay, dull sword, novice wand, the usual. Eye for bag. Equip thing. Okay, sword, wand, bow. I don't know which abilities we actually have. Well, wait, can I have both? Item cannot be equipped. Okay, so what are... Oh. So I have a really basic... I'm just gonna use the sword.
You're looking for your friend. Sorry, but as you can see, I'm a bit occupied at the moment. Yeah, I'm sure you'll find him on deck somewhere. But you'll have to find him yourself since I can't help you right now. Hey! Gwen! Let our guest here pass through.
We could have just hopped over that. I do appreciate the fact that the setting for this is wild. There are dimps everywhere. I should look for Pan on the deck. I hope he's safe. Well, yep. I can just one-shot these things. Y'all suck. I did that. Grab some of this stuff, you know. Leave nothing behind. Loot. Grab? Grab. Well, I gotta say this is a much better intro. Did that person fall off? Did I do that? I did that. I'm gonna claim I got all of the kills. I'm kidding. My presence is the reason why you're dying. Actually, I'm pretty sure that's inevitably going to be the case. It's like, we're only attacking, looking for you. Or we're one of those, like, random people. Oh, hey, these guys actually have a little bit more health. I want to play one of those games at some point where, like, the main character is very much not the main character. And the entire point of it is, like, kind of this weird confusion of, like, who the hell are you? But, like, always.
Thank you. You're looking for your friend. But the deck is even more dangerous than here. You should at least take this with you. Although I'm not sure if it'll help out.
Okay, so we get some skill gems, looks like. Okay, so this is very Path of Exile. So Fireball, Rapid Shot, and Combo. Combo. Swings weapon attack an enemy twice. I don't know. Okay, equipping runes. K for the skill menu. Oh boy, you can equip runes here. Select a rune. Once the equip button is pressed, the skill rune will be equipped to the selected slot. Okay, tab, add a skill to your slot. Okay. Skill tab, skill to register in the skill slot. Okay, so let's go back to this briefly. So we have Rapid Shot, we also have Fireball, and we have Spell Damage Increase. You know what? We can... I'm curious about how all of these connect. But I'm just going to link that up. I don't necessarily know which of these I'm going to use, but I might as well kind of link some of these. Because I don't know what weapon I'm going to be using yet. Can I even do a Fireball? Huh. That's an interesting question. Let's see. Requires bow. Fireball can be done with all weapons, though. Heck yeah. Alright, cool. Because, yeah, I wonder if I can do, like, a Swords Mage kind of dealio. Maybe.
You can use runes? Wow. You must be a Rune Hunter. That's a relief. I hope you find your friend. Leon, clear the path for our hunter.
They did not hire the... Well, they hired fine enough voice actors, but none of these voice actors have good direction. Which is kind of a tragedy. Okay. I'm curious about my mana costs here, but I'm digging the Fireball. So I might end up actually going more of a wizard again. I don't usually... I don't know. Like, growing up, I never got into spellcasting when it came to these games. I always thought spellcasting was kind of iffy. I just liked being the big, beefy barbarian in Diablo 2 and just running around hitting stuff. And, like, maybe using, Well, that was easy. Maybe using, like, Whirlwind Attack, if anything. Or Great Leap. That was the other thing. That was my chosen, spell.
There's literally no
ability
end to these dimps. But this rooted stayed relatively safe these days. What happened here?
I like this guy's voice actor.
Hey, can you take care of these dimps? We're all going down at this rate. Your friend? I'm guessing you're talking about that man. I saw him head towards the bow a while ago. Good luck.
Well, got that done. Except for the kind of awkward voice acting, this is a way better intro than most other hack and slash ARPGs I've seen as of late. Like, most of them really draw it out. Admittedly, this is kind of drawn out in its own way, but it's drawn out in a way that's kind of like, well, at least there's kind of a flow to it, and, like, the immediate stakes of, like, you're under attack, but you're also on these beasts, which is cool, and, like, that aspect of this works really well. That was really loud. I wonder if some of these sound effects are not actually tied to a meter, which is probably the case. If those are going to be that loud. Nah, that's awkward.
Whoa! What's with all these dimps? What's going on here? I was just trying to catch some fresh air, but before I even realized, I got stuck here. I've been observing the situation develop while hiding here, and it seems the dimps are slowly overwhelming the crew. We can't just keep fending off the dimps that are crossing over. To end this, we have to take down their sandwalker. Looks like we have no other choice but to use this ballista. Want to lend a hand in turning the tables?
Yes. I'll activate ballista. Do I get to aim it, or is it a cutscene? It's a cutscene. We're just gonna shoot the thing in the head? Oh boy. I don't think we're gonna kill it. That is a huge head. I think we're just gonna get it in the neck and piss it off. The voice acting for Pan wasn't bad. Wow. That didn't work. I mean, it worked. But not right. Oh shit, they're both dead. And I thought he was going to suggest hop over there and fight them at their base. Well, I could have done that. Oh well. Let's see. Do I want to equip the novice wand? Sure. I guess I'm going to be a wizard for now.
Rune Hunter, you made it. Thank heavens. Your friend went east to Malo front. Please inform Guard Captain Poshi about this situation.
Alright, so what can we get? Guaranteed reward, and we can also get leap attack, roll, or teleport. Let's see. All weapons, and leap attack. Ooh, interesting. Knock enemies back upon landing. Mana cost 3, cooldown 5. Mana cost 4, cooldown 6. Max use count +1. Gain space distortion 3 seconds on use. Element resist 24. Shares cooldown between movement skills. Interesting. I'm gonna snag the teleport. Well, he was a decent voice actor. Alright, so let's add this to here. I guess it doesn't do any damage, so it doesn't really benefit from any of these. I'm curious about the matching the sides, but it doesn't really matter. Alright. Oh. Let me go back to this. I think we need to put Fireball here. Because combo can only be done with swords and axes. Rapid Shot can be done with bow. And Teleport, I was really hoping I could put that on like a shift or something. But whatever. Huh. Is there no way I can select just like a regular attack? Oh, basic attack. Here we go. Just because mana management might be a pain, maybe? I don't know. I'll have to think about it. I mean, the Fireball is great. And like, digging the visual style works really well. It's very brown, but we're in a desert. And I like how things fade out of existence when you pass underneath them, so you don't have to worry about it being like too visually noisy. There we go. I guess I don't have to be like terribly dodgy here if I don't want to. I don't think it really doesn't really benefit me. I'm overpowered. Which, I mean, is a nice feeling. I very much remember early days, like, playing Diablo 2, and maybe Diablo 1, and getting, like, absolutely clobbered on the early levels. I think if I were to go back now, I'd have a fine time of it. But I'm kind of waiting for Microsoft to finish acquiring Blizzard. Like, some part of me, to some degree, knows that, like, Microsoft acquiring Blizzard is not necessarily the best for the gaming industry. Just because big corporate acquisitions are kind of spooky. Because that limits our options, because if Microsoft ever decides to go, like, full evil, we're in trouble. But on the flip side, I don't think Blizzard's in a really good spot. So, maybe it doesn't matter too much. I was really hoping his name would be Dimp Biscuit. I realize that that's stupid as hell, but I was hoping for it anyway. Character stats. It says stats in the Zodiac screen. Zodiac screen? Holy shit, I have a ton of potions. That adventure is good to go. How, though? There's that. These are stats. This is stat info. Show current orb status. Let me double check. Settings. Hotkeys. Here we go. Zodiac screen is Z, of course. Oh my! Hi, press the stat info button. You can freely invest strength dex int according to your playstyle. Press the back button. But why? Press that button to reset your stats. Cool. Let's see. So what do we got? Mana, barrier, hit rate, dodge rate, armor. I mean, sure. So how do we get access to some of these other Zodiacs? Ooh, minion. And these are traits, but we have no trait points. Okay, so it looks like we have stats and then we have trait points. Honestly, these constellations kind of remind me of, constellations kind of remind me of the constellations from Grim Dawn. Reminds me I need to go back and play that someday, to completion. I've only ever got to the, like... Oh, wait, no, these are guards.
This path leads to Malo Front, the forward base of Aphros. What brings you here? What? You took down Soak. Rune Hunter, I don't want to blame you, but you shouldn't have done that. Those dimps are now going to swarm in for revenge. We don't have time to waste. Lowen, let this Rune Hunter inside.
I've only ever gotten far as, like, the second town in Grim Dawn, if it even counts as a town. I should probably sit down and play it someday. It's just like, good lord, my life does not allow for me to complete a whole lot of games, period. Alright, we should probably double check. Because I actually have some equipment that I can put on. So I can look, kind of silly.
Hey, you made it! I'm glad to see that you're unharmed. I couldn't find you after the crash, so I had no choice but to make my way over here alone. I hope you're not angry that I left you behind. Honestly, it was my first time firing off a ballista. I didn't expect things to turn out like that. I kind of just hoped for the best, and... There were dimps at the canyon? Huh, I didn't see any. Guess I got lucky. Oh, I did hear that you took down a notorious dimp named Soak. That's probably why Guard Captain Poshi was looking for you. Why don't you go pay him a visit?
Oh, summon Abyssling. Clearly. I would want nothing more. Okay, so let's actually remove these. I don't have that key. So, spell minion Abyssling with spell skills. But only certain ones. Oh, satisfy strike or damage over time. So that's a strike. So we clearly do not have it. But we do have the ability to summon now, which is, yeah, that's always a good feeling. I'm gonna kind of summon. Summon count 1. Max summon count 2. And they last for 30 seconds. Oh, that's a shame. I like it when my summons last forever. I just have to resummon them when they die. So we can enchant or disassemble. Okay, various items can be disassembled. Click an item, right-click an item to disassemble. Registered here to be disassembled. And press here to disassemble. Cool. Okay. So if we go back up here, byte type? Let's see. Okay. Do we get rid of these two as well? Sure. What about these? Can I... Oh, I can get rid of those skills. Skills that I don't care about. Maybe not, though. I'm gonna hold on to my actual skills. At least for the time being. Let's see. It looks like it's gonna be an MMO. Which, honestly, I'm kind of fine with. They work fine. Right-click an item to enchant. Is that my wand? Yes. Material for enchanting, and then enchant. Cool. We now have a novice wand that's slightly better. I don't actually know if it's worth it, but we have it. Then we can buy some stuff, but I don't think I care. Oh, and we have to talk to Poshi. Poshi!
The Sandwalker was attacked again? Those damn dimps. They've been causing nothing but trouble recently.
I love this man's mustache.
I'm just sick and tired of them. If this keeps up, we're going to have problems keeping the Sandwalker in service. Wait. Do you hear that?
That's...
Wow, that's loud.
The Wasteland Bandits are coming! Everyone to arms! Hurry!
You know, I think this is going to be one of those games that I don't even attempt to audio balance. I'm just going to let it go. You guys will get the full gist. I don't think it's terribly bad, but every once in a while something's going to be weirdly loud.
Just as expected. You said you took down Soak, right? Then you're partially responsible for this mess. If you don't understand, go talk to Lance on the second floor. He'll fill you in with the details. What's with the stupid look on your face? Things are just getting started. Get a hold of yourself.
I do like the voice acting. It's a little okay at best. But it does add a level of like, well, at least I'm slightly invested here. Let's see, can I get up? Okay, I can just get up to him.
Oh, you must be the Hunter Captain Posse was talking about. I'm Lance, the deputy captain of the Aphros Guards. The sound of that bell signals an attack from the Wasteland Bandits. The Wasteland Bandits are notorious for threatening those who travel across Aphros wastelands, which is the only path that leads to Belitus. They've competed against the Dimps, the natives of these wastelands, to take over Malo Front for quite some time. But now the great Dim warrior Sauk is gone. They're taking this opportunity to strike first. Can you help us stop the Wasteland Bandits?
I will admit though, just because they can do voice acting, I'm not entirely sure justifies having them. Let's see, unread mail and mastery. Okay, so titles, achievements, scenario, compendiums. Interesting, so we get to see all of our plot stuff. Holy smokes.
The situation was all...
Oh my gosh, the sheer quality that they're putting into this is actually really impressive. And I guess we can receive a playtime reward. Oh, that's interesting. So, based on your total playtime rewards reset every day. Oh, that's weird. Oh, that's weird. That's really weird. And cannot enter the paid shop during the test period. That's actually a bit of a shame. I was actually gonna kind of hope that the, Oh, can I just warp between... Oh, we just walked to those. That's actually really cool. I'm gonna turn it off, though. But, you know, if I were running one of these demo periods, I'd just give the whole cash shop right from the get-go. Just be like, here, you want to go bananas? You know, throw your, buy some cash shop pajamas just for the time being. You don't get to keep it for the test, after the test period, but you get to keep it for the rest of the test period and look really swank. Just to kind of show off what you could get and get people kind of in. Because for me, like, if there was a test period, oh right. Let's see, if there was a test period and it said like, hey, you can play these, or, you know, here's your outfit that you cobbled together that you really like. Well, we're taking it away from you, but buy it when it comes out. And I'd be like, alright, fine. You know. I guess the main point is it's more effort. I'm sure they wouldn't want to mess with that at all. In case people figure out how to break it or carry it over or who knows what else. But, I don't know. I would just love to be able to cash shop right from the get-go. I don't necessarily know how I feel about the cash shop one way or another, just because, like, I love this genre. I grew up with it, and to see them all go, like, full MMO is a little weird to me. But at the same time, it actually is, like, a not bad... It's not a bad formula for MMOs. In a way that, like... Full MMOs are expensive and hard to produce. These things effectively, you can just kind of... I don't want to say sucker people in. Let's see. I'm not sure if my summons are actually worth it. Maybe once things get, like, really hectic, or if I get into a boss fight, but currently they just kind of expire. But so far I'm not seeing anything that really justifies this being an MMO. Apart from the fact then, I guess because they could. I think it's a Chinese game, which is probably part of the reason. Well, it might not be. But with the guard captain Poshi, that very much sounds, well, not American at the very least. I shouldn't pass judgment beyond that point. I do really hope they make it so that the summons just last until they die, because having to resummon them constantly is kind of annoying. Just makes me want to throw fireballs instead, which isn't so bad. I'm curious to see if I can get, like, some really intense fireballs later on. I do like the fact that you can reset your stats whenever. That could be really cool. You know, respecking on the fly whenever you want. Too many games don't let you do it. Yeah. Companion AI is a little iffy, so I think we might just stick to fireballs and magic for the day. Until it gets, like, a tutorial pass or something. Can I hide this? Yeah. I don't need to see it. So far, it's pretty on rails. But I think really the answer is just Path of Exile did really, really well, and so everybody else wants to kind of follow in those footsteps. Create party, create raid. Interesting. Okay, get back to town. There we go. Oh, you're still alive. Bye. Damn, fireballs are good. Okay, snag those. And yeah, we seem to have plenty of regen, so I don't really feel too much need to use a potion ever. I really hope we can up our, let's see. Not our fireball game. Let's see, our AoE. I guess that is fireball game. Okay, okay to return portal. You'll suffer a cooldown if you don't have any return scrolls. That's kind of inconvenient in a way that makes me wonder if they're going to kind of nickel and dime you. Well, I guess it wants me to continue, keep doing the tutorial stuff, so I might as well. And yeah, that whole playtime thing is actually equal parts, like, I understand why it's there, but some part of me is just like, ugh. Oh, register a rune to grow. Using runes as materials will transfer EXP of the same color. Interesting. Okay, right-click a rune to grow. Well, I don't want that one. Why? Don't give me that garbage. Fine. Okay. Oh, maybe we got it back. Okay, let's get rid of Spread Shot, because Spread Shot isn't that helpful. Frost Wave. Now, Abyssling. I could try and level it up, but I think I'm going to do Fireball. Okay, and it is... what color is it? Because what is the difference here? It's a blue rune. Probably. Okay, well, we might as well do that for now. DPS is up. And we do not want to level up any higher because I need to have a higher level before I can actually do anything with it. Alright, that's fine. Let's go back into skills because I guess we got a Frost Wave at some point. Now this is... oh. Currently not usable. Because I guess I've got a wand. Let's go back to Krako the blacksmith, see what he's got.
Oh, human like something.
Because I have a wand, but I do also have a staff. The staff ranged. Well, it doesn't matter because I'm not a high enough level to use it, so I guess I don't need to think about it. Oh. I guess we're supposed to go back up to this guy.
A letter that Alto was holding? Let me take a look. According to this letter, the Wasteland Bandits have a secret deal they're carrying out soon. There's not much detail about it, but it says that the deal will take place at Sunrise Hill. From the looks of it, there's a good chance that a key figure of the Wasteland Bandits will be there. Rune Hunter, defeat the Wasteland Bandits at Sunrise Hill and find out what they're planning.
I do really appreciate, with all the voice acting and stuff, title. Okay, titles, Wasteland Adventurer. Oh, does actually get you stats. And then we have achievements, which give you benefits. So various resources for completing them. That, I like. Okay, we have no achievement reward, so we don't need to worry about it in the slightest. What do you got for me?
Rune Hunter, I heard that you're heading towards Sunrise Hill. Since you are going in that direction, I wish to ask for a favor. Due to the non-stop plundering by the Wasteland Bandits, the Aefrost guards are unable to procure enough supplies. The empty hills were plundered not too long ago, but there may be some supplies still left behind. Could you help me search for supplies in empty hills? Even just a little bit will be of big help to us.
Okay, I don't see any other quests, so we'll just go back through. Now, does it say what my cooldown is? That's the sets. No. I must have used a return scroll. I wanted to see if there was a time limit on it or not. Well, it doesn't look like I can get through that in the slightest. But yeah, like I said, I'm not sure how I feel about the whole, it being an MMO thing, just purely because, I feel like too many games are going games as a service, and I don't really trust games as a service that much. There are a couple of studios I can kind of lightly trust to do it well, but, you know, the whole Stadia thing shutting down and, like, WildStar going kaput and, I'm trying to think of like other MMOs that I was really big on that have gone away. I was actually thinking during the cutscene with the previous guy, it's like, oh yeah, weirdly enough, this reminds me of that Magic the Gathering, like Diablo style hack and slash action RPG. It was scuffed and honestly awful, but it had a lot of potential. But because they were launching it as an MMO with all of, you know, all of those bells and whistles, it kind of came and went like really fast. It was a bit of a shame because like it never got the chance to grow into something actually good, because they wanted to launch it as a games as a service, and I don't think it even got to the launch stage, which like I don't know how many video games have died prior to launch that actually had a lot of promise to them. I'm sure the answer is like a stupidly high amount, which is kind of a shame because I don't know. But that so many of these will try and go the games as a service route because infinite money. And sometimes that's okay, and sometimes it's kind of shameless. And, I mean, so far this one isn't, like, immediately, like, nickel and diming me or anything. But there's always that kind of lingering feeling of, like, how is the monetization on this? You know, Diablo Immortal was nothing short of, like, awful. And, like, I still haven't played it yet, and I kind of don't really have a whole lot of interest in doing so. I think it's there as kind of a novelty, but the actual aspect of, like, do I ever put time into it is, like, I don't know. But with all of these games as a surface games, it's like, do I actually put time into any of these, or do I just go play Grim Dawn for the nth time? Because, like, that's got mods, and it doesn't have a cash shop or anything like that, and so it's like, I don't know. On the flip side, Grim Dawn is, like, done and dusted, and it's never going to get any more updates. And so it's kind of one of those where a games as a service game could potentially live forever, as long as it's got enough, you know, people supporting its existence. I say after, you know, playing Warframe for, like, 5 hours yesterday. So there very much are, like, benefits to this kind of thing. It's just this, like, weird trade-off that, I don't know. I think as I get older, the more I kind of question is, like, did this need to be this way? And, I don't know. That always kind of just waffles back and forth in my head. Because I know 20 years from now I can still play Grim Dawn. 20 years from now, I don't know if anybody's even going to remember this game. I don't know if most people are going to remember Grim Dawn in 20 years, but hey, we've leveled up. I should probably go check staves. Okay, how's my inventory? Interesting. Item, character purchase limit, expand bag. Diamond will be, oof. Oof, that's a little something. Let's see, physical damage. Dexterity, I mean, I don't have anything else. Oh, that's a sash. And therefore better. Put this on. Steel armor. And then can be imbued through enchanting. I don't think any of this really is better. Let's see. And then this has a percentage associated with it. 8% magic, whatever that means. And then a 6% magic. I think that's better. Well, we've got a little bit more inventory space at the very least. At least for now. Okay, so staves are melee, which is the trade-off. Wands get a ranged attack. It's just, I truly don't know how much that matters. I'm just going to be slinging fireballs the entire way through. I'll admit, plot-wise, it immediately descends into kind of just genericness. And is fairly linear? I don't know. Might still be fine. I can see people going crazy for this one. I'm not, well, except for this skill combination thing, I'm not seeing anything that, like, immediately is catching my eye. But I'll give credit where credit is due. Like, skill combinations and linking and stuff, that could be really cool. Very Path of Exile, but kind of with its own flair. So we'll have to see where it goes past this point. Either way, I think we're at a decent stopping point. Obviously, I could go much further than this. I'm sure the playtest is like 5 or 6 hours long. But I think I'd rather put time into that when it's actually, like, done and out. as opposed to, you know, still in playtest still in kind of playtest mode. But I do appreciate what I see. Like, it looks good, and I could see people looking for a good alternative to Path of Exile while we wait for Last Epoch to come out. I can see this very much. Let's see. I wonder what these icons are. Maybe for factions. I can see this having some serious staying power, assuming that, you know, the content is good and the monetization isn't particularly egregious. I don't like the fact that I've seen a couple things like expand your bag. You know, for me, oh, hi? Okay, the map is now fully explored for some reason. For me, I think I'd prefer it to just be like, here's like a gazillion cosmetic options. Go nuts. I don't like the idea of paying for inventory space, especially for these games, because that's super crummy. Like, give me limited inventory space, or give me unlimited inventory space. Don't do the whole pay us real money so that you can loot more, because that very much is predating on. I mean, these games specifically, like, you're trying to loot everything. Admittedly, you don't have to play like inventory Tetris like you did in the OG games. There we go. Well, that was quick. I do also appreciate that you can pick things up, like, incredibly quickly. So you don't have to worry too much about, you know, picking stuff off the ground. And hopefully there will be filters later on. Maybe. Okay. Gosh, what else is there to say? I don't know. I mean, I could, like I said, I could keep going, but I think this is a decent enough stopping point. So, if you want to play Undecember yourselves, at least for the duration of the playtest, it should be available, or the playtest should be available for the duration of the Steam Next Fest. It might actually be going longer. If you're a big fan of Diablo or Path of Exile, I think this very much is just going to be, well, pretty familiar, and also maybe exciting. I think I'm just jaded, which is never a good mix. You know, I always look at games as a service with a slight bit of suspicion. So, I don't know, grain of salt and whatnot. But at least, like, on a visual and a technical level, it's got a lot of chops. If this had been touted as a full single-player game, I think I'd be really singing its praises, and I'm just, like, slightly suspicious. And also just because I'm already playing Destiny 2, Warframe, trying to get back into Guild Wars 2, and there's like one other MMO in the mix that I can't talk about that I very much am looking forward to. And so the combination of all of them is a little spooky in terms of like, oh gosh, am I just going to be one of those people that's just cycling 7 different MMOs simultaneously? I think I need to talk about that in a separate video as opposed to this one, because I feel like I'm almost complaining about the genre as a whole rather than this game specifically. Which, you know, honestly, if the only thing I have to complain about is the structural issues of the genre that I'm currently engaged with, maybe that's a good sign. I don't know. But I won't be able to fully pass judgment until either I get to the very, very end of the available content, or the full game comes out and we see, you know, what the cash shop looks like and just how deep it goes. I do have to say the fireball is pretty satisfying. I hope you can add some, like, really wild modifiers and, like, really chain them together, because, like, I'd love triple hyper explosion fireballs or something like that. Like, let me really spec into it and make it stupid. I don't think this is the kind of game that should engage in balance. I think it should engage in making you the most ridiculous badass ever, and then trying to nickel and dime you so that you look extra shiny while doing so. Oh, do you want your fireballs to be hot pink? Go for it. Here you go. Just pay us, like, a little bit. Okay, how do we... Oh, no, we're in Sunrise Hill. How do we go back? Or, I see. Malo Front is the town. I was assuming I was going another direction. I was not. Well, it's fine. Anyway, so if you guys want to try this yourselves, demo's available. Oh, it actually looks like Oh! Do I have 100 inventory spaces? It just keeps adding more and more. That's what it is. Okay, that's way better, I think. Because, yeah, when I originally looked at this, I was just like, oh no, you know, that's not nearly enough inventory space for all of this. And now that I've taken a second look, it's like, oh, that's not so bad. So it's starting to convert me at least a little bit. Anyway, so if you guys like this video in any way, shape, or form, leave me a like, helps more than you know, and if you want to see more rad new indie games every single day, I've got a whole ton of them to check out. Let's see, can I identify this? No, I mean, it's decent. I don't know how to get more of those, is the one concern. Sorry, I got off topic. But yeah, if you want to see more rad new indie games, or I don't even know what this counts as, because it's definitely not indie at this point. If they're going full, like, MMO with this. But, is what it is. I'm just gonna recycle freaking everything. Who cares? I certainly don't. Give me all that business. Let's go see if I can buy a, identify scroll. That's like the one thing to check. Peddler, general store. Do you sell... He does not sell identify scrolls. Ooh, I don't know how to feel about that one. But that might just be a me thing. Alright. Oh, what's the mailbox have? Oh, thank you for playing Undecember. What do we get? Link rune, resources, some rubies, whatever these are for. Paid products or regular gameplay. Interesting. But there's diamonds, which is the paid and free. Oh, interesting. That's a lot of currencies. Alright, anyway. I guess with all that said, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you next time before I distract myself yet again.